But to answer your question, I mean, I think that there's the grief is so bound up with such a personal experience that I don't think it is possible to really categorize it. So, for
Mm.
instance, if you are very, very close to your mother and you've been very close to your mother all your life, and then your mother dies, then you're going to experience a form of grief that's going to be very, very intense to get over it. But if you had a relationship with your mother that was very antagonistic, you have been grieving her your whole life. And then now she's died. So now you don't have all of these fond memories to look back on. You've got something very, very different. You've got a very different story to come to terms with. So I think every grief story is completely different. And I think it's really important to acknowledge that. And then also there's this idea that, oh, it's something it's a phase we go through and then we get over it and we
Mm.
get on with it, which it is not true at all. We don't get over our grief. What we do is it changes, it becomes more manageable, and we learn to live with it. But I think it's important that that be allowed, because that's a lot of what allows us develop and deepen our sense of empathy and compassion, and then meet other people and have more empathy for their suffering, is because we understand suffering. So we try to race out of it, try to ignore it. My dad was a great one for that. Don't think about them, don't talk about it for 6 months or a year, and then I'll think about it, because then it wouldn't be so painful. I mean, the typical man, right? But sorry, men listening, but there's just no, I think it's important really to just let our grief be whatever way it is arising on any given day, because we're, especially in the early stages of grief and loss, in a terrible roller coaster. One day you're this, and then it catches you up, then you think you're fine, and you go out and you see your mother's favorite flower, and then you fall apart, and you have to let yourself do that.